Hello guys and welcome to episode 1 of our Watford beta Let's Play series here on FM22. It's here finally, the long wait is over and here we go with Watford, our first job within the new football manager. This is the beta after all, so we're going to see how things go in the game, have a look around, have a bit of an explore. I mean, I will warn you, there's no match this episode. The first match of the season will be episode 2, so if you're coming for gameplay, next episode, but come back for that. But in the meantime, if you're enjoying what you're seeing and want to see more, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and make sure you come back for the Watford series and going forward, loads more Football Manager 2022 content. So first things first, you can see here what is actually going on right now in the club. The reputation's okay. It's not a bad club. Watford are a very big club that have suffered a lot of heartache, up and down quite a few times now. They've been through so many head coaches. There's no stability at the club. You see here, media prediction 19th. Not good enough. We need to be finishing minimum 15th this season, I want to say. Ideally 15th for the sweet spot, but so long as we don't go down this season, that is the priority for this campaign. Don't go down, establish ourselves in the Premier League and push on. See where the world takes us. Where will we go? Who knows? Who knows? I mean, firstly, I've noticed straight away the transfer budget. £2 million. £2 million for a newly promoted side in the Premier League. It's nothing good to work with. And I mean, I know prior to this, there's a lot of good players out on loan as well. So we're losing a lot of our good players. We have no budget to work with. So it's going to be very interesting to see how we get on with Watford and where the state takes us. So as you can see here, there's a bit of a starting 11 sort of thing. You see like some of the players we've got in the team already. So I mean, there's a good core base of players, honestly, at Watford. Very good core base. I mean, Cook coming on loan is a great one, to be fair. He's joining on a free transfer at the end of the season, so I'm looking forward to seeing how he plays within the game. I've not used him before. But I mean, you can see here the players with loan obligations, like loaned out. There's a lot of players that are loaned out. A lot of players I'd like to run the first team and getting involved. Especially some youth players as well I'd like to have gotten involved this season. So I mean, it's very much a case of keeping these guys for next season now and see how they get on them. But in the meantime, keep on their development, see how they get on. We've got some good core players here, but I mean, there's a big job to do at Watford to try and make sure this team is good enough for the Premier League. Right now, he's very much a borderline Championship Premier League team. So a lot of work is going to be done. Let's get over to the main menu and have a look at that then, shall we? So in terms of actually how the new layout is now, really, it looks like nice with the colours. Honestly, it looks loads better. You can see here, Data Hub obviously now in the game, but we played a few matches. There's nothing really to look at after 3 league matches. So we can't even look at the Data Hub until the season's even started. So we got a while to look at that. We'll come back to the inbox here, go through the most recent stuff in terms of like who's left this season. Like Ben Foster's always going to be going out this season. Andre Gray coming out on loan. And Kulu, going to be a big part of our team this season. Contract's already been offered though for him, so that's good to see. Winya here, I mean, he's someone I want in the team in the future. He's currently out on loan though, so we can't really use him this season, which is a bit of a pain, but I mean, when he's back from Fulham next season, he's definitely part of the plans. But yeah, going forward, we're looking at the tactics. You can see here the club vision expectations for the season. Sign players under the age of 23 for the first team. I mean, yeah, it's understandable and a build for the future. Signing players under the age of 21 for the future as well. Okay, yeah, we just mentioned. Aim for the future, so we're looking at a lot of young players for this team, which is always a good challenge. It's good to see how far they go within the years as well. And do not sign anyone over the age of 32. I mean, it's kind of what I do anyway. It's very rare we switch players over the 32, unless it's a bit of a joke one. Going back to the Twitch saves, you'll know about some of the players who've signed during them. But I mean, there's none of that in this one. We're being serious. We're going through it with Watford, and we need to keep them in the Premier League in that first season. That is the main goal, this, after all. And then, 5-year ongoing plan. Sign young players, develop for profit, and work within the wage budget. And then this season, fight bravely against relegation. I mean, I'm not too bothered about looking at cup runs this season. FA Cup 5th round, Carabao Cup 4th round. I mean, our priority is the Premier League. We get a bit of a cup run to go. Great, amazing stuff, but it's not the priority right now. So we mentioned previously about a wide centre-back option. So this is what we're thinking. 2 wide centre-backs and a libero. You might think, okay, he's crazy. This is Watford who predicted to finish 19th and he wants to play attacking defenders. I mean, the way it's going to work, these boys push. These 2 on the support options, yeah, they're going to push, but I'm hoping it's going to work out that Sissoko will drop into this gap the way we have it set up in the instructions, it should work. The individual instructions that should sit back. It'd be very interesting to see how this works throughout the season. We're gonna try it and hope for the best of this one. I mean, if this works off, it could be for a very nice season. Or it could be a disaster, get sacked and get relegated. I mean, it's happened to Watford head coaches ever so often anyway. To try something different, it doesn't work, axed straight away. So we're going to try this, see how it works going forward. It's going to be very interesting going forward. I mean, in terms of the actual club and how we're looking financial wise, we do have a nice little 2 million budget. It's not bad. It's not the best in the world, but I mean, we're probably looking at the free agency, loanees as well. So all that is to come next episode in terms of who we can get in, where we can go with the club. I mean, in terms of actual season, I wonder how we're going to start this season. We came in prior, I mean, that's back in March, oddly enough. Came back from March and the FM Cup. But prior to that, not much is really happening. I mean, it's not a bad start to the season, really. Brighton, Southampton, into the Carabao Cup, and then we go to Chelsea. That could be the problem. Like some Man United and Spurs quite early on as well. So it'll be interesting to see how we start this season. There's a massive pre-season to play through, which we'll do between now and the next episode. Then we'll come back for the opening game of the season against Brighton, see what we've done transfer business-wise, if we've brought anyone in, who we've let go. All of that is to come. So yeah, going forwards, we've got a lot to do with this team. You can see here, there's a lot of players aren't available right now. And you can see in the starting 11 alone, I'm already missing players. Obviously, holidays is not really much of a problem. It's only pre-season, we can get through that. But I mean, Kiko Firmino is going to be out for up to 2 months. Start of the season and missing our right back straight away. So it's not ideal. It's not ideal. If you're looking going further down as well, then we're missing players out on loan that we probably use this season. Bisetto probably would have been in the team. Quinn would have been in the team. You'd imagine Peñaranda would have been around that team as well. Yeah, alone João Pedro is out as well. Another one injured. Up to 2 months. So the start of the season, we're missing a lot of key players. It's not ideal. So we're going to have a busy time between now and the next episode, seeing what we do. Obviously, I like the Josh King and stuff on the bench, but we don't have massive depth. And even actually Fletcher, hacking wise. But I mean, going from there, we don't have a lot to work with right now. So it's going to be an interesting transfer window, seeing what we can do with Watford over the coming weeks and going on the coming seasons. And hopefully, first season, we don't get down. That's the aim of the game. Let's not get relegated. Let's maintain ourselves and build. Next episode, you see a lot more. We'll go through our training, go through the staff, signings, and we'll have our first game of the season. But for now, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, give the video a like, give the channel a subscribe, and hopefully we'll see you for the next episode. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you very soon.